Oh, no. Oh, God. Hold on. Can I keep it on dashboard? Holy shit. Okay. We're in for a good one, boys. All right. We're in for a good review, boys. We're in for a good roast, not a review. Top 10 things you don't want to hear when someone clips on your toolbox. Hey guys, it's Mate here, back again with another IE review. Probably not a review this time, but probably a roast of Loktharok. So, he's actually in chat today. So let's go ahead and take a look at what his accounts need. I saw that there was, oh man, when I opened Toolbox, I saw something heinous that we need to talk about. Based off of, I actually don't know what world he's in right now, so let's look at that. We're going to skip past what I just see here. We're going to go to Death Note. So you just entered World 6. So World 5 gamer just entered World 6. So with that being said, let's look at your characters. I imagine if you're following general advice, you're on your DK, is what you're activating on. So you're at Big Ol' Moles on your DK right now. Okay. Equipment's not bad. Do you have Choco Chip yet? Are you a Choco Chip gamer? Stuck on Lab Div Prison? Okay, that's respectable. It's respectable. So where are your characters right now, activity-wise? Just got out of this week. So, Locke, are you a dude gamer or not dude gamer? If you're a not dude gamer, are you at the point in the hole where you have Idleon magic? You have no dude. Do you have Idleon magic? Okay, you do. So this is more acceptable. If this was pre-hole, this review would be going a very different direction. Got it level 2. Okay. I think hole will show. I actually don't know if I can see what links. Okay, Omnifal and Snake God. So you have 6 characters physically linked to Arctis. 2 characters physically linked to Goat God. 1 to Permeep, good. 1 to Nobisect. Okay, I would. I think your Eidolon magic is a little inoptimal. What I would recommend instead is, so I mean, you have a lot of. It really depends what you want to do. You have a lot of characters kind of killing monsters. Yeah, the Blood Berserker on Nobisect is a little weird. I feel like you're probably doing that because you're trying to get Zows, Chows, or Super Chows, which is fine. I think, yeah, okay, Chows makes sense. I think I'm trying to think what you should be focusing on right now. Let's look at the rest of your account. Let's worry about this later. I really, really want to see if you have Choco Chip like unlocked. Generally, you do. Okay, so at this point in the game, I would. I don't want to speak too quickly here. Any of your DKs have? Oi. So keep in mind, he has Choco Chip. The drop rate's a little low. If I go to account, I cannot remember how to get to cards from here. That's right, tools. So looking at your cards, you have a tier 3. Okay, so you have tier 4 poop. You have tier 3 crystal carrot. You have tier 4 mimic. You have tier 4 bop box. You have tier 4 demon genie. You have a Mr. Brightside. You have a mini chief spirit. You have a dude. So, I mean, overall, your cards aren't terrible. Yeah, your cards are not terrible. So I think you are close to being able to actively crystal farm on your DK. So here's what you need to do to make this happen. First of all, just to future-proof you when you eventually unlock the like card doublers, I would put Poop and Demon Genie in the top left, bottom right of your card slots. So going over to the main game scene here, having a setup like this. So having your Demon Genie and Poop top left, bottom right. Just to future-proof it. I know you don't have doublers yet, but just in the future, you know, have to swap card sets around on one of your DKs at the very least. Whoever's doing crystal farming, ideally the higher level one, the higher talents, whatever. Do this, and then put all of your drop rate cards, just all the drop rate cards you have. So Doot, Bot Box, Crystal Carrot, Mini Chief Spirits, whatever drop rate cards you have, put it on there. Equip the card set for bosses and nightmares or events. Is that the best in slot card set for drop rate? Well, I mean, we're min-maxing crystal spawn chance first and then putting as much drop rate in there as we can. So this is a crystal farming build. So this is what you're focusing on right now. So on your DK, put this card set on. Obviously, you're not going to have all these cards, but generally, drop rate is what you want to focus on here. And then doing the set, obviously, for drop rate, whichever one's higher, the bosses and nightmares or the event one, whatever one you have. I imagine bosses is probably better. Actually, I can see here. Yeah, do your bosses set. You have 12% right here. It's better. It gives you more drop rate. Secondly, before you crystal spawn chance, go to your ES. And I want you to farm pop Obals. And I see here there's something I can advise you of right now. So Obals, when they drop, when Obals drop, you can actually re-roll them with fragments to roll +1 or -1. So bronze pop Obals, when they drop, give you 2% drop chance. You can roll it to 3%. When you upgrade it, it'll keep that +1 to go to 4%. So you have two options. One, this is what I recommend. Take the 2 silver pop Obals that you have right now, go to the reroll with fragments, and roll them for +4 drop chance, so you get the +1. Secondly, what you do, the entire family tab you see here should be full of silver pop Obals. So go to Giga Frogs on your ES and actively farm for pop Obals. When they're bronze is when you should try to roll them for +1 to be +3 drop rate. And then just keep farming them, get them to silver. Do not upgrade them to gold because they'll turn into squares. It's ideal that you have the silver double sixes and then eventually upgrading them to gold here. The same logic applies. When you get the silver Obals of double sixes, you can roll them for +6, I think. It'll cost you less fragments to do it at silver, and the pop Obals, it'll cost you less to do it at bronze. So do it at the lowest tier first, so it costs less Obal fragments. And then what you want to do, get all squares to be double sixes. And then you want to upgrade the double sixes even further. It'll turn into hexagons. You want those for drop rate. And then eventually the hexagons you want to turn into sparkles. You have 3 sparkle slots open on your family tab, so getting all those at drop rate is going to help you a ton with drop rate. Repeat this for the same on a personal page, so you have the sparkle, you have the hexagons, the circles, the silver pop Obals, all that stuff. Same kind of setup on your personal page. Put that on your DK. You should be hitting around 11 to 12x drop rate is the goal. At that point is when you can start statue farming for Onyx statues. So you'll be able to get the power statues here, the speed statue, the mining statue, Feasty, Hardy, not Kachow, that's dog, Lumberjack, then move on to World 2, you'll have Beholder 2 from World 1, getting the EXP1, Anvil production speed. The more statues you get at Onyx is going to make it a lot easier for you to get higher statue level, which is going to boost your account. The movement speed alone is an insane quality of life increase. Also, it scales with Quick Slap to give you a ton of damage. The crit chance, you're going to be hitting 200% crit chance really, really easily with Onyx statues. The rest of your percent crit chance for mega crits is going to come from the V-Man Voodoo statuification. It's going to come on your wizard specifically, the statue increase for beholder statues. But Voodoo statuification alone is going to help you a ton. You already have a 1.6x 6/7 multiplier here. Getting this to Onyx even further is going to increase this bonus even more. 200% crit chance is going to be so obtainable for you. It's going to be a joke. And then unlocking the mega crit super talent if you don't have that yet, which I think you get from Party Dungeon if I'm not mistaken. You're going to be hitting insane damage numbers. It's going to be a lot easier to active push the worlds on some of your characters. So again, I don't think you should be pushing World 6 necessarily right now. I think you should focus on doing crystal farming first, unlocking Onyx statues for at least World 1 and World 2. Come back to World 3 later on your ES. World 4, maybe come back a little bit later. World 1, World 2 at the very base minimum is what you want to do. Okay, and then switching focus back onto non-crystal farming stuff. Let's go back to World 1. Stamps, focusing on the very basics, always coming back to this. Stamp is a very big one for you to do. So off the bat, multi-tool stamp. Yeah, World 6 maybe for some levels. I think your characters generally are like level 200, right? 300? 300 or so? Let's look at the important ones. Let's be real. You have level 400 Bubo. Okay. I mean, your levels are pretty good. I mean, your damage is decently high. Your crystal spawn chance is... I mean, I don't think you have a crystal set on this character. I think that's why. I don't know what your actual crystal spawn chance is, but this statue right here is going to help you a ton. I'd be careful moving your statue around until you unlock the sneaking upgrade, collected bargaining, which you may have. You do. Okay, so you can move this around without losing EXP. I just want to make sure you had that first before moving this stuff around. So you can move it around, don't lose EXP. Put it in the world that you have most characters on right now. I think you're in World 5. Move it to World 1 or something. I don't know what you want to do with your characters. I suppose we'll look at that in a second. But put it in the world where most of your characters on so you can level up the shrines a little bit faster when collecting their AFK gains. The reason you want to do that is because Crescent Shrine will give you Crystal Spawn chance, it'll give you Giant Spawn chance, really good shrine to level up, and that's kind of what you want to aim for. Also, you'll be able to get more drop rate out of it, help you with the drop rate grind, get you more damage, more carry capacity. All this stuff is really useful. Shrines are a great source of very basic stuff for your account. Anyways, going back to it, multi-tool stamp is something you should probably focus on unlocking sooner rather than later. You only need level 50 divinity for this, and the bonus this provides you for your account is insanely good. You'll have the the stamp doubler from lab. You'll eventually get the pristine charm for a non-misc stamp bonus as well. The multi-tool stamp gives you all skill efficiency. This is base all skill efficiency. So this multiplies with skill efficiency you get from cooking, from summoning, from the Motherlode layer, the Hive layer in World 5 hole. Yeah, this stamp is insanely good. This one plus Ladle Stamp gives you a ton of easy efficiency, or rather easy stamp levels. You're only 4,000 stamp level. For the short term, try to aim for level 5,000. Slowly increment that up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10k. 10k is like the ultimate goal, so you can get a guaranteed gilded stamp every single day from Rift. And by the way, once you get Onyx statues, I would really recommend looking to push Rift as far as you can. Because, okay, yeah, this is absolutely something you want to focus on after you get Onyx statues. The Trap Box Vacuum is a great quality of life for being able to get collect trapping automatically every single day on your daily reset. Infinite Star Signs, very easy gains for you to get. This requires shiny pets for you to get more Infinite Star Signs, but it allows you to get the mining efficiency passively, stats, damage, AFK gains. This does not count the negatives you see from Star Signs, so you don't have to worry about losing AFK gains or anything from something that would reduce it normally by you linking to it. This just passively gives you the bonus by unlocking it. And for you to get more Infinite Star Signs, you have to do shiny pets, which is probably outside of your realm right now. But just unlocking this initially is going to give you a little bit of stats here and there. The more important one is going to be skill mastery. If you've seen any of my videos, I talk a lot about skilling efficiency, reprinting, atom generation is kind of the big focus of early to mid World 6, and skill mastery is the first massive increase to skill efficiency that you get, because what it does is it makes your skilling cards passive. So any mining efficiency you get, EXP, mining speed, chopping efficiency, catching speed, catching efficiency, all that becomes passive. You do not need to put that on your character. It's not even effective. Well, yeah, I don't think that's effective like card doublers. I haven't tried it, but it's not worth it anyways. Moral of the story is this is amazing because at level 300 account wide for mining, chopping, fishing, catching makes all those cards passive, so you do not need to equip it. Really huge boost for skilling efficiency. Also, getting your skills up account wide to level 1,000 well, sorry, 750, no, 500. 500 is the one where it gives you all skill efficiency. So skilling becomes more of an active grind. It's something you want to do and try to push your characters to do. Aside from, equipping higher tool levels, it's just a really great way to increase your skill efficiency. It's like the first boost to skill efficiency you get kind of early game. After that, Rift 21 is not going to impact you right now. I wouldn't recommend pushing Eclipse Skulls when you get here. I recommend doing it later. But Stamp Mastery is the next big one you unlock. Like I said, this is going to give you gilded stamps, make it a lot easier to unlock your stamps, or rather, upgrade your stamps even further. This 95% cost reduction stacks with the hydrogen bonus you see in Atom Collider, which makes it a lot easier to upgrade your stamps. It also kind of stacks multiplicatively, I think, with the various reductions in stamp costs you get from sigils, you get from vials as well. Anyways. So multi-tool stamp is the first big stamp you want to try to unlock. Very, very good for skill efficiency. Skill mastery as well. Once you get Onyx statues, very, very good for you to try to push. Okay, apart from that, I really recommend trying to go through World 3 and try to unlock the Gilded Axe stamp. World 5, Tremor Worm is trying to activist on Bubo. If you have enough defense and HP to survive the Tremor Worms, I really recommend trying to get Dementia Sword stamp. Really great one to get a bunch of damage on as well. Sailing once you progress it, trying to unlock Sash Side Stamp, going to be really good for you to do as well. Okay, and if you're looking for more crystal spawn chance, I really recommend Crystal and Stamp. Yeah, you're missing defense. That doesn't surprise me. Tremor Worms are kind of hard, so if you're just entering World 6, you're not really going to be able to kill it. That's fine. Okay. Anvil production resources. Okay, this might be the first thing I actually roast you on. Let's see if Loktharok actually farmed his anvil. Okay. Actually pretty good. I'm surprised. Good job, man. You actually did anvil production points. I'm surprised. Good on you. So, that's good. You're doing a good job there. So far, not even a roast. You're doing really good. Roy, if I had to check your anvil is a bigger problem with your account. I couldn't help you at that point, man. Anyways, let's go back to it. Anvil. Wow. Okay. I'm really impressed. This is impressive. The fact that you actually have this at almost 100 million resource cost. That is very impressive for someone that literally just entered World 6 and killed their first Sprout Spirit. I'm very proud of you. I'm so happy you actually got this almost to a point where you can atom it. This is going to be a huge snowball for you in chopping efficiency and getting high skilling efficiency. That being said, I don't believe you have 300% multi-resource chance though, like Shapoka said. So easy way for you to check this is going over to any of your skills, seeing the multi-resource drop chance. This caps, unless you're in the hole, this caps at 300%. There's bonuses later where you can increase this to 400, 500, 600%. Do not get that right now in the hole. Focus on hole magic and village magic first, but generally this is going to cap at 300% for you right now. Actually, didn't mean to turn off auto. So yeah, the 300% resource chance, definitely focus on this right now. Get flies, print this up, get that up. Multi-log, going to be a little bit harder because it takes iron bars. Try, as you might, use bargain tags, try to get this up as much as you can to 300%. The 300%, it's just a straight multiplier to the prints. Really, really great way to increase your skill efficiency. But that being said, really impressed that Hocus Chop is almost at 100 million resource cost. Good job, man. Yeah. Honestly, where you're at right now, I honestly think you might be able to focus on Boron and trying to get as much alternate particle upgrades and do alchemy upgrades as much as you can. I think you're nearing a point where atom generation, especially with Pocket Divinity, is a real feasible thing for you right now at Sprout Spirits, which is kind of insane if I were to say that a few months ago. Anyways, regardless, scaling efficiency prints is something you absolutely want to focus on. The Mage Bubbles first gives you high chopping prints, but you may want to transition on focusing on Warriors because your Orange Cauldron is kind of slacking a little bit. So trying to get the Warriors rule bubble up a little bit, Hardy Diggy, the Strong Tools, Again, the multi-resource chance, obviously, sploosh sploosh, Wyoming blood, Multilago, bug squared, that kind of stuff. Really, really important. Aceline, that one guy, thanks for the follows. Cool. And I also saw you had Idle Skilling Trophy, so good job. Yeah, keep up the grind. Honestly, at your point, how far you've progressed Alchemy, I would really recommend looking at the League Spirit lock guide, like early mid World 6 guide progression that I did. That's what you should be focusing on. Kind of skilling efficiency, which you should be transitioning into. Especially now that you have Onyx statues, or getting near the point where you have Onyx statues. The mining and Lumberbob statues are going to give you a ton of mining power, and again, is going to help your prince even further. Unlocking skill mastery in the Rift, unlocking the Onyx statues, unlocking or doing more Atom focus on the Mage's Best bubble, Archer Bust, Warrior's Rule. That's going to help you a ton, get you even higher prints, allow you to focus on Boron even more, going back, upgrading your Alchemy bubbles, kind of, the cycle back and forth, back and forth. I would probably advise getting your Larry bubble up even more. Getting this to 501 is going to help you with the Alchemy grind just generally down the road. Guaranteeing 2 bubble levels every single day on every single click that you do is insanely important. So try to get a print of Dementia Ore, try to click on this, and try to do your Bubo every single hour or 2 hours, however long your cooldown is. Try to get enough liquid to click this and your other bubbles as well. Look at your Crystal Chance cards, you're 1 in 157. It's a little bad. It doesn't exclude you necessarily from crystal farming. World 5 bubbles are unlocked. You're even progressing into World 6, which again is impressive for someone who just got to World 6. I'm really impressed. But you are a Bubo main, so that doesn't surprise me. Yeah. So, I mean, the only feasible way for you to really upgrade your crystal spawn chance right now is going to be through Crescent Shrine. Using candies even might help you a little bit, but just passively collecting AFK gains in the world is going to help you progress the Crescent Shrine. That's kind of the biggest point for your progression. But you have enough Anvil production to where I think you could produce more crystalline stamps, more crystalline levels, and this is going to help you a lot. Thanks for the sub, man. Yeah, the crystalline stamp is going to help you with crystal spawn chance, and probably upgrading this a little bit. Thank you, Shimoka. Upgrading this is going to give you more crystal spawn chance. Okay, apart from that, yeah, you're not touching sigils, but just don't touch it right now. Not bad. Have this unlocked. You're unlocking vials at an appropriate rate, which I'm proud of you for. Okay, we haven't gotten to breeding or cooking yet, but as always, the donut vial and sand shark vial are really great ones to try to upgrade. Let's just head over there now and see where you're at, because why not? Okay, order. Just go in the order. Imagine breeding is kind of where you're capped right now. Arena? Ooh. Okay. I mean, no, Skinny Zero Cal at 100% is only required for Kachow statues. It's not really that big of a focus for you right now. Just generally, unlocking Onyx statues first is going to be a big bonus to your account. I keep hearing don't touch sigils. Would it be worth spending 3 days to get it to the 50% stamp cost reduction? No. Because, I mean, that's a little bit far in the grind. Like, so, I mean, here's the thing. So this is 2 per character per hour. So getting this unlocked at the very least is going to take you either 7 hours. I mean, it's going to take you hours, days, maybe even weeks to get here to envelope pile. At that point, I mean, your characters may be able to unlock another bubble in Alchemy. Your characters may be able to get another liquid or rate cap in the liquid cauldrons. It's not really that important for you right now. And if you're worried about stamp cost reduction, you have other ways to do it. Namely, the platinum ore vial, the venison malt vial here, You have other ways to increase it. I wouldn't worry about the sigil right now. The reason you do not focus sigils right now is because it's such a late game endeavor that you're not going to benefit from sigil progress at all whatsoever until you unlock summoning, until you unlock the turtle vial, until you get some of the other vials increased. Like, sigil speed really ramps up as you get into late game, kind of finish summoning, get the pristine charm, get the other summoning bonuses, the wind lantern, all that stuff. It's just not worth it. Do you have to unlock Onyx statues in order? You can start with any. You don't have to unlock them in order. I think the only requirement is you have to get 20,000 power statues to get the Onyx tools from the monolith first, and then you can unlock any statue at 20,000. Okay. The first point of order I can actually roast your account on is going to be breeding. I think it's criminal that you're not at wave 200 yet. To me, this screams you haven't done like breeding challenges every single day. You haven't used the talent on Beastmaster to try Pet Arena. If you're stuck, there is a guide sheet that'll help you kind of progress this. Where you're at right now, your first goal or unlock is trying to get the 5th pet battle slot. I don't know where you're at in World 1 in terms of unlocking things. But maybe, do you even have like gene splicers on your characters actually? So you have gene splicers. This is only showing me. Let's go over to Idleon efficiency. You haven't used genes at all. Actually, kind of. So you have Carrot unlocked. So okay, so what I recommend is trying to push World 2. So your first goal is trying to get the World 2 Splicer. It's cost-wise, it is a little bit expensive. It's going to take a little bit of time. Once you get the pop Obals going, you kind of get the once you get the pop Obals going, you get the drop rate setup going with your ES and all that stuff. I really recommend trying to farm for the recipe if you don't have it unlocked yet. If you have the recipe, trying to get the World 2 Gene Splicer is going to be really important. So you can, I don't even know where the Splicer is. There it is. Right here, the 100 Ghosts. Trying to get the World 2 Splicer, get genes, and just pushing as fast as you can to get Rattler and Monolithic. These two are like the dams, like the breaking points for farming, for breeding rather. Got it with Blood Blizzard. Okay, cool. So the important thing here is trying to get genes so you can upgrade this, make the next pet unlock a lot faster for unlocking the Moon. Eventually, Rattler and Snellby are the one of the more important pets to unlock because Rattler just infinitely stacks damage. Monolithic makes time pause so you can effectively get more procs off the rest of your pets. Burger is a tank. So progressing World 1 up to Burger, progressing World 2 up to Sand Giant and Snellby's going to help you a ton. In the Discord, there is a guide sheet you can look at that's still relevant. It'll help you push to wave 200, which is essentially what you want to do because it's going to give you the total damage, the cash. It's going to help you a ton with your account. Also, going back to stamps real quick, this one right here, the egg stamp gives you new pet chance. The vial that we touched on, the donut one, gives you new pet chance. So this is going to make it a lot easier to breed those pets and eventually get to the Rattler, the Monolithic. The genes as well is also a great way to get that up there. Okay, cool. And then obviously as you unlock the new territories, try to unlock those meals. The more meals you unlock and try to get to level 11. Do you have any meals that are missing? No, not even. You're just missing the ability to unlock these meals, get them to level 11, and you're going to see a lot of account bonus from here. Specifically, Rice Ball is going to be huge for you getting higher prints. Bunt Cake for more money, so you can upgrade skills more. I imagine you may or may not be capped on skilling prowess already, but faster library checkout speed is obviously really, really good, so you can get higher talent levels. The critters from traps obviously is going to help you a ton in trying to push more critter levels. The crit chance here from Mutton, by the time you get here, I mean, you're probably going to be at 200% crit chance already. Not really that much of a help when it comes to mega crits. But eventually Whip Cocoa, more skill efficiency, more damage here, cooking speed, etc., so on and so forth. Cooking is really, really strong. And speaking of which, Bubbles, Diamond Chef, it's already gone. It's kind of no bubble left behind range, but way down the line, upgrading it with Atoms is going to help you a ton. Just general account progression. It's going to give you a huge multiplier. The V-Man talent, Blood Marrow, obviously really, it's the best multiplier in the game for meal cooking speed. Diamond Chef coming second, third being, I think, Fluoride. Maybe Crop Depot. I think Crop Depot, well, that depends. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. How are your prints? Ooh. Pause, champ. Franzi, welcome in, man. Hold on, I'm prayers. There they are. Okay, Royal Sampler on everyone. So less painful. What level is your prayer? Level 11. Okay. So you have Locke. You have two choices here. Again, Franzi, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, man. How's it going? How's your stream? Stream good? Locke, what I recommend, you have two choices. One, upgrade your Royal Sampler another level. Or two, try to get to 90%. The print sample rate caps at 90%. Really, really important. The other option you have is upgrading your vial. The Snow Vial for print sample rate. And upgrading this one here, Sample It. See you, Franzi. Thanks for coming by. Upgrading Sample It for more print sample rate. Those are the other two options you do as opposed to upgrading Royal Sampler. The EXP reduction is not that bad, so you could realistically upgrade it without too much of a loss. It's probably easier you do that than upgrade these, but I mean, upgrading the vial and the thing would make it so you don't have to lose out on like, what, 5% EXP loss or something, which isn't, terrible. Just a few options for you, but getting to 90% obviously is going to help you with your print sample a lot. On your DK, you don't necessarily need to worry about it because you can just upgrade the talent for print sample rate. It's going to help you. Okay. 0%, 0%. Good. Like to see it. How's Equinox? Okay. Good news. You do not have to solo the World 1 dungeon anymore. With the upgrade, with the update, Lava made it so you can finish this in a party. So if you ever find a party in the World 1, World 2, World 3 dungeon, you can finish this quest finally. So ask someone for a carry and they can give it to you. And please do your party dungeon. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, you can unlock Liquid Investment, which is going to make your Bubo really supercharged, make it a lot easier to do your liquid farming. Let's actually look at your party dungeon, because it's very easily missable. Ooh. Alright, man. Okay. Okay, this is crazy. Wow. Alright. So you can get higher prints from this. The AFK gains, you're missing a little bit of percent here. Not too much. You're also missing out on some monster cash. Skill EXP, class EXP, weapon power. This is just gonna come from you doing party dungeon. Yeah, and just maxing this out obviously is gonna help you with Equinox, unlocking those bonuses. Get a carry. Shapoka loves doing dungeon, and just finish that Equinox chain. So you're working on the first 6. Okay. Do you have Voidnator? You have Voidnator. Aren't you? You should be able to do. If you're doing tower defense on Beastmaster, you should probably be able to do level 50 of Citric Conflict. Can you not? Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of dependent. It was first try. I mean, try it again. You may or may not be able to do this. The Discord has some tower defense setups if you're stumped on what the most optimal thing is. I think there should be some early game tower defense setups you can look at. But yeah, looking at Citric Conflict is what I recommend. Trying to get that to level 50 so you can whack out this Equinox stream. Lab Tome? I don't want to care about Tome. Okay, on to the most important one. Okay, you have Ancient Fosritas. Ancient AD Tablet. I recommend trying to get Amberite up. You have Fury Relic, good. Honestly, I would recommend getting Amberite now. That way you get an extra bubble level upgrade from No Bubble Left Behind. And then going back doing Fury Relic. Also, I want to see... Ooh, okay. Check out Takeout. Trying to get this to 1,000. So remember to use your books if you... Yeah, I mean, just use your books. Whenever they stack up, you have 14 right now. Just go individually use them right now in the library. Try to grind out this talent. This will give you the max, extra max talent level. Getting to 200 is like the first big breakpoint for Alchemy. If you're not there already, if you're there, I mean, worry less about this, but still try to grind out this talent because the max book level is extremely important. Cloud? Are you at? You're at here right now? You reached 200 recently, yeah. The 200 boost for tentacles, like, insanely big. It's a huge increase to your alchemy speed. Where are you on the cloud one? I think you're doing your boats kind of inefficiently here. Okay, yeah, I'd move your characters off of the cloud island. Well, yeah. I would go back and try to get these right here. Well, I mean, try to get these two specifically. The P.O. Box one's kind of less important. Getting Amberite for the No Bubble Left Behind +1. The cooking speed here is really good. And honestly, preparing yourself and farming up higher speed on your boats and higher loot value on your boats is going to be really important. And obviously trying to unlock more boats. I mean, sailing is going to be kind of passive for you now that you have Choco Chip. My biggest advice for sailing is going back to earlier in the video talking about getting more drop rate through your Obals, getting a personal page for that, finishing out your family page, getting more drop rate. Eventually, once you have World 1 and World 2 Onyx, you may want to consider going to World 5 on Citronses with your DK and trying to do some gold food farming and getting a stack of sailing the hamster gummies across all of your characters. Like, getting at least a stack of 50, 100, 200 across every single one of your characters is a good starting point. Also, if you have the Beanstalk unlocked as far as I know, so getting the 10k stack of golden hamster is going to be kind of your next big breakpoint. Dropping this on the tome, dropping this on Beanstalk, getting passive % chance to claim sailing AFK gains is going to be huge for you to help you progress sailing even further. The golden hamster gummies is the real big thing for you to focus on when you get Choco Chip. So honestly, probably #1 priority, World 1, World 2 Onyx statues. Second priority after that is going to be, well, sorry, hold on. Let me back up. Obal page first. Second, World 1, World 2 Onyx statues. Third priority is getting a 10k stack of golden hamsters, dropping on the Beanstalk, then getting like a 1-200 stack across your characters at the very least is what you should aim for. Maybe even 1,000 stacks since you're going for 10k anyways across all your characters. Okay. And when it comes to summoning, I don't want to necessarily give you advice here. I think you should take the time to learn these skills and try to really understand how they work, as opposed to me giving you generalized advice for this. But I did just do a review on someone's farming. The very important thing for you to focus on, again, is stronger vines. Nutritious soil is insanely important. Product doubler eventually, when you unlock it, it's going to be really huge. But if you are able to buy any Instagrow generators, anything like that, it's going to help you a ton in progressing farming. Any extra plots you can buy in the gem shop as well are going to help you with farming as well. Should you finish the Anvil before going for Obals on ES? I recommend doing Obals first. I think you, okay, this is going to be controversial advice. I think you pushed too far with Anvil. I think it's great you've gotten here. It's not a mistake necessarily. I think you can come back to this a little bit later. I think you should rather focus on doing Obals first, and then after that, you can maybe come back here. Okay. And yeah, getting level 50 Divinity is going to be your next big thing as well for unlocking that stamp, unlocking the rest of the stamps from World 5, World 3. You may be able to, once you get the drop rate and the crystal farm kind of going, maybe going back and doing the million followers quest as well alongside your crystal farming journey to unlock the Steve Sword stamp and the gold food effect is going to be really huge. Again, that gold food effect is insanely important because of Golden Hamter's Gunny. Green stacks or Onyx. If you have Choco Chip and like 11 to 13 drop rate and like 1 to 80 crystal spawn, I'd say crystal farming is going to be kind of where you want to do. And look, I think with your 1 and 153, I think it's still palatable to do crystal farming even with that. Okay, I'll stop the review there. I think, yeah, I think that's generally what you want to do. So just to recap, your number one priority: family page, personal page for drop rate. Second, crystal farming, World 1, World 2. Third priority, Golden Hamter Gummies, World 5 gold food farming. The fourth priority, I just had it in my mind. Rift, that's right, skill mastery. Trying to push Rift as much as you can for skill mastery, getting higher prints, focusing on atom generation is going to be your next big thing. When you start worrying, when you get to skill mastery and unlock the passive skill bonus, I really recommend reprinting at that point. And then try to focus on upgrading your atom collider, trying to upgrade boron, going back into alchemy, and trying to upgrade your skill efficiency bubbles, the multipliers, Hocus Chopus, that kind of stuff, and obviously your multi-resource chance up to 300%. Once you get to the skill mastery and Rift, your big focus is going to transition into skilling and getting higher prints and atom generation and that kind of stuff that I mentioned in the mid-World 6 guide. You can do that now, kind of push World 6 passively with your characters and try to unlock the portal, get to Sussy Jean, finish the summoning quest line, do endless summoning, kind of up to you at that point. But those first 4 things are going to constitute like another week to maybe 3 weeks of farming on your account, depending on how actively you play, and that should give you more than enough stuff to worry about for now. So, Locke, thanks for the good account. I thought it was going to be a roast kind of going into it, but you did a lot of good stuff going into it. Anvil points, I was really surprised. Honestly, you got into World 4 with that. That's really impressive. But overall, really good account. You're doing good so far. You're hitting all the right things, so I really applaud you for that. Honestly, round of applause in chat. All right, Locke, good luck, man. I'll see you around in the Discord. Let me know where you're at in like another 2-3 weeks. Good luck, man. Have a good one.